pass German's driving test? Because I heard it's one of the toughest driving tests in the world. Like the toughest. What's up everyone? You're welcome back to another reaction video, guys. Can you pass German's driving test? Because I heard it's one of the toughest driving tests in the world. Like the toughest. How is it possible? I know Germans have the best luxury cars, Audi, BMW, Porsche, like Mercedes Benz, like they have the luxury cars, and I don't know how their driving tests will be like, because to get that car, I think you must learn how to drive first. Guys, let's check this out. Okay, if this is your first time meeting me, my name is Naza, and you're welcome to see this video. So guys, without further ado, let's do this.
Getting your driving license in Germany. It's harder than you might think.
Wow, hard.
Germans are famous around the world for their cars, so it's really no surprise that they're also renowned as very disciplined drivers. How difficult is it to get your driving license in Germany? How expensive is it? How complicated is the whole process? What exactly makes Germans such disciplined road users, and what else do you need to know about getting your German driving license? Hop in, let's find out.
Let's find out. Okay.
There are several steps you need to take before you can even think about getting behind the wheel.
First, you need to pass an eye test. Then you must complete a first aid course.
First aid course?
So that you're prepared if you get into an accident.
Are you okay?
Wow, you must learn all these things before driving.
Once you've done those, it's time to enroll at a driving school. German law.
Wait guys, so you must get the eye test first, then first aid course again before enrolling into a driving school. Oh my god, yeah. Guys, I really love that eye test very well, where you have to close one eye to check exactly what's there. You know, some people have some eye difference that maybe one eye is blur and the other one bright. So they'll be like, I didn't see you. So it's better. Yes, I love this eye test first. Then first aid, like it makes a lot of sense. In case there is any casualty, you come to the aid first before calling 911. Oh guys, I love this.
Dictates that you must attend at least 21 hours of theory classes and have 12 practical special training drives.
21
Thought you could get a friend or a family member to teach you? Wrong. It has to be a qualified instructor.
Brake, wheel.
That's a lot
God.
of steps. I got my license in Scotland when I was 17, and I didn't need to take an eye test or do a first aid course. My dad gave me a lot of my lessons, and I think I did maybe 10 official hours of lessons. So quite a big difference there. What's it like in your country?
Here are some facts and figures about Germany. It has the highest number of registered passenger cars in the EU, around 49 million, and ranks third in Europe for traffic injuries per million inhabitants, after Austria and San Marino. But Germany has one of the lowest road death rates, at 3.3 per 100,000 inhabitants, compared to 6.6 Europe-wide, 10.8 in the US, and 14.6 worldwide. And one of the lowest rates of drink driving deaths. South Africa and the US have the highest. Here in Germany,
You're allowed 0.5 milligrams per milliliter of blood, unless you cause any trouble on the streets. That's around 2 small beers for the average man, but maybe just 1 for me. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't advocate drinking and driving either way.
Okay, now we're ready to start driving. I'm heading to a lesson, but to get there, I need to get onto the German Autobahn. which is famous for having no speed limit.
Onto the Autobahn. Not gonna lie, this always makes me a little bit nervous.
Oh, no speed limit, like no speed limit.
Driving Safety Centre. Now it's time to start driving lessons. I'm meeting a certified driving instructor to get the lowdown on everything that these lessons entail.
Tada! So, kann's losgehen.
Ready? Robert Fleming has been teaching Berliners to drive for 2 years. Berlin is a notoriously difficult city to learn how to drive in. So he seems like the best person to take me on a test drive.
So what does a block of driving lessons in Germany actually look like? What's the general idea?
Genau.
You have 12 hours of basic material followed by 2 hours of class-specific material for Category B, the car driver's license. Then comes the theory test. After that, you can start your practical lessons straight away, and then the special training drives begin. Special training drives are for the highway, country roads, and night driving.
Leuchtungsfahrt, auch Nachtfahrt, im Volksmund genannt.
How expensive is it to learn how to drive in Germany?
These days, I think you can or should expect to pay around 3,500 euros on average.
Oh my god, guys, that's a lot of money. 3,500 euros just to learn how to drive. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, here in Nigeria, I know we do have a lot of driving schools, but most people, if they can't really afford the driving schools, like people that do drive tricycles, I know a lot of them do not attend driving school. I know in Nigeria, I know that a lot of people that do ride tricycle did not attend driving school in Nigeria. I know the only people that mostly attend driving school is maybe they want to do their own personal driving, maybe they own cars and they feel like they want to drive. Yeah, but some of them, once they just know, I know the basic tips of driving, that's all for them. Like, guys, because over here, I still see a lot of kids, like maybe 17, 16, driving public transport. Guys, I actually love this German method. I actually love this German ways. Yeah. No, make it expensive. So that once you start, there's no going back. Not people that will just learn, maybe they learn the theory, they'll be like, we're okay. Or they'll be like, no, start with the practical. We need to practicalize first. Guys, I love this German method.
Practical lessons typically run from 900 to 2,000 euros in total. Special trips, aka nighttime drives, cost an extra 400 to 800 euros, and the practical exam itself can cost up to 250 euros.
Yeah.
With registration fees and theory lessons on top of that, Germany is one of the costliest countries in the world to learn to drive in. Norway and Switzerland are considered the
Well, guys, it's a costless, but at least you know that you are getting everything you need to know about driving. Like, it can once you learn driving in Germany, like, it can literally drive in any country you feel like driving. Like, once you learn theirs, because it's the toughest and the most costly. That means they have quality and good education on driving. Yes.
world's most expensive at around 4,000 euros, while countries like India, Thailand and Russia are among the cheapest.
So do you think there's a reason why Germans are known for being such disciplined road users? Do you think the test is quite complicated?
Warum das so ist?
First of all, I believe that Germans like regulations. They like laws. They like to know how to behave.
Wie sich zu verhalten hat.
I think the other reason is that in Germany in particular, people have respect for other people's property. But even more than that, respect for their own property.
Aber vor allem noch viel mehr vor dem eigenen Eigentum.
We're on the Autobahn again, so back to that no speed limit thing.
I am very aware of the fact that on certain parts of the Autobahn there is no speed limit. What's your thought on that?
The old myth that there's no speed limit in Germany comes up time and again. Yet there are speed limits in Germany. On the parts of the highway where most people think there's none, there is still a recommended speed limit, and that is 130 kilometers per hour on German highways. You can drive faster, it's technically permitted. You can drive 400 kilometers an hour for all I care, but you're taking on a huge responsibility for yourself as well as for the other road users. And if you have an accident, you may no longer have any insurance coverage since you are driving faster than the law permits you to under the best possible conditions.
I think the city of
Well, guys, so the fact that everyone keeps saying there is no speed limit, on the Autobahn, there is no speed limit. There's actually a speed limit, like 130 kilometers per hour. But how is it that some people drive over 400 kilometers per hour? I actually love this part that insurance will not cover to that extent since you are driving way out of the speed limit. I know, yeah, everyone keeps saying there's no speed limit, you can drive as you want, although there are laws to the Autobahn, yes. We've seen that in a couple of videos, like we've made a lot of videos on German Autobahns, a lot, guys. You can check it out. The link to the other videos will be in the description. You can check those videos out. They are super, super awesome. So, guys, back to what we were saying. So, I love the fact that if you drive more than that 130, any casualty, any accident, whatever happens, insurance will not cover for it. I love that part. I love it. Why would you drive like a mad person and expect insurance to cover anything? I'm sure that people will drive up to 500 kilometers just so that we'll be like, we're on the Autobahn. No speed limits. Yeah, guys. I love that insurance not taking company. And you must pay. If I catch you, if I'm the German police, if I catch you and you destroy anything, you will pay ×4. Yes. Because why? Why will you endanger your life and other road users? Why?
Berlin does have a bit of a reputation for having quite a high fail rate, doesn't it?
Yeah, so in the theory exam, almost half fail the first time.
Wow. Okay, admittedly, I did fail my theory the first time round.
Okay.
So somewhere between 40 and 50% fail on average in Germany.
Bundesdeutschen Durchschnitt.
Very good. Already nodded our heads today. And in the practical, it's a good 30% of people.
Wow.
The pass or fail?
That fail on the first attempt.
China, Montenegro, Hungary, Japan, and Australia have the toughest test requirements.
Toughest?
While Bangladesh, Belarus, Egypt, India, and Mexico are among the easiest, with minimal theory and practical experience.
Wow.
Geschafft! Well, thank you so much for teaching me how to drive in Germany. And what's the verdict? Do you think I would have passed?
I'd say you passed, but just barely. There are 2 or 3 little things you could pay more attention to in the future.
Hochschalten, links rum, rausfahren, aber macht nichts. Langsam, nicht zu nah an der Radfahrer. Ruhig nochmal einen Schulterblick mit dem Schulterblick.
She's distracted.
The rest, tip-top.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Dankeschön.
Gerne.
Okay, so you finally passed your test. Hooray! That means you don't need to worry anymore, right? Well, not quite. For 2 years, you're on probation. That means if you commit any violations during this time, you risk losing your license. Okay, you're now a fully qualified driver. Simple, kind of. So there are a lot of steps involved, but to be honest, it does make me feel safer driving on the roads here, knowing that everyone around me clearly had to be a very good driver in order to be able to pass their test.
Yes.
How does the process compare to your country? Let us know in the comments.
Listen, talking about my country. Ew. I actually love these German rules. What's happening? Okay. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I love this. Let's not talk about my country and their driving tests because I'm not sure that driving test actually works over here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It works. Does not work. It's just 50-50. Depending on who wants to learn how to drive. Because anyone can practically drive. If you start driving keke, like tricycle, then they feel within themselves. Since I know how to drive tricycle, I can actually drive a bus or drive any car I feel like. That's how it is over here. And guys, I actually love this driving test. I love this about Germany. I love that there are laws to everything. Laws to everything, even to play music. There's a law to it. Yeah. Even for birthdays, there are laws in Germany, guys. I think a couple of videos I've reacted to about German laws will be in the description. Yeah, guys, go check it out. And what do you have to say about this? Les, how is the driving test in your country? Mine is, I don't know, less. But how is it over there in your country? Yeah, go have the day you deserve, and we'll keep living on the commanded places. I hope you pass the driving test before driving. Yes. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.